Hey guys, good afternoon from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Today I want to do a list after a long time. I've been doing reviews after reviews, so I miss doing lists. So today's episode is going to be a little bit different because this is not a gimmicky list that I'm trying to make like hype things up or I'm doing this for views. Of course, everybody makes reviews so they can be viewed, but certain lists I put up sometimes just for fun purpose, sometimes just to, for casually. But this episode is special to me. Okay, now I will tell you this is like 10 of my I picked up randomly. I have few more, but this at this for the time being these are like some of my most favorite romantic fragrances. What I mean by romantic, this is not something just wear and then you get laid and stuff like that. Don't think like that. This is not something that I'm saying that you should wear in a romantic setup. You can, obviously you can, because these are romantic, but the fragrance itself I find them very romantic, okay, in nature. And I have little story attached with every single one of them, so I will review them like just tiny bit, like just a little bit, and I'll show you 10 of my favorite romantic fragrances without any order. Okay, these are not in any order. On all 10 are favorites of mine. Okay, I hope you get the idea. And obviously choices, they do vary from people to people. Okay, so my voice is a little bit down. Hopefully you can hear me with your headphone and stuff like that. So yeah, here we go. Without any order, first one I'm gonna pick is Cartier Declaration Soir. A lot of love for this perfume. It's not like hidden gem anymore. People love this. This is very affordable. From Cartier, for the first time when I smell this, I absolutely fell in love. The opening of this perfume is everything. It's like perfume is very nice. The fragrance is very nice. Dry down is sandalwoody. It's very nice kind of a fragrance. But the one thing that really intrigues me is that opening. The rose note in this is just out of this world. It's kind of like peppery rose. This fragrance has one of the most romantic DNA of all time. So I have been having this for a very long time, like 4 or 5 years I've been using this. One of my most romantic fragrances, Cartier Declaration D'un Soir. Second one, I want to show you. I actually was going to pick up the niche version of it, like not really niche, but similar to this is that other niche one. But I think this fragrance has an opening. The niche one is missing. The niche one is much nicer on dry down. This is much nicer on the opening. I really love this. This is known to be a bad boy scent, but somehow I connect this fragrance with something like it's kind of romantic. It comes off as romantic date sort of scenario. So I really love Lama. This is my 2018 Christmas edition bottle, but almost the same juice. This fragrance has the mint, lavender, and vanilla and tonka bean sort of a powdery kind of a fragrance. Okay, but the freshness up top gets you confused. Is it a fresh perfume? No, this is more like a cold weather scent, but something very romantic about it. So my second pick is Lamal, and the fragrance I was talking about, niche version I would pick for dry down, is much upper class fragrance. This is a Reflection Man by Amouage, but I'm not showing it today. I'm showing Lamal because somewhat Lamal feels a little bit more romantic. This is a little bit more formal. Okay, this one has jasmine, lavender, very well done fragrance, but you can try both. Really, really good fragrances. So the third one I'm going to show you is sort of like relatively new buy. And this fragrance has a rose note. I did not notice the rose at first. It's just the overall the smell. I was like literally blown away by the quality of the bottle and the smell. So this I think is very romantic, and the fragrance is just grew on me very rapidly. It happens with a lot of fragrances, but this is one of them. This is Rochas Moustache or Rochas Mustache. So this is the EDP concentration Eau de Parfum. There's EDT. There's the older version. I don't know if those are as good. I mean, I reviewed the EDT, but this is a totally different juice and really masterfully done. This is a bit mature. This is not going to work with everybody, but the fragrance is just, the people say it's similar to Tuxedo by YSL. On its own merit, this perfume, it's really lovely. I just think this one can be really romantic. I mean, if you wear it, I think you really feel like this is special occasion fragrance, not an everyday wear. It's a cold weather perfume, by the way. So Mustache EDP by Rochas, number 3. Number 4, I'm going to show you. Many people will be like, nah, this is not my favorite. It's okay, I understand. I respect everybody, but this is my list, this is my channel. So I show you what really speaks to me. Number 4, I'm going to show you Stronger With You Intensely, the dark juice. Yeah, this one, when you say it, you'll be like, this is super sweet, super cloying. Yeah, I get that. I definitely get that. But there's something about this perfume. There's one aspect of this fragrance. This is similar to By the Fireplace without the smokiness. So the chestnut, and the sweetness, it's just, it's not like just a plain bland sweetness. I was gonna pick like 1 million, but I think this is more mature version of 1 million, which you can wear it anywhere. But the fragrance is very romantic to me. It speaks to me like this is not just a generic fragrance that just smells good. Okay, something special about this perfume. I think Stronger With You Intensely by Emporio Armani. It's one of the most romantic ones out there. Okay, so this is also winter baby, nighttime dating scenario. You can also wear this for your clubbing and stuff. Very, very beast mode. So number 5, I'm gonna go with the classic. I think from here on you're gonna see a lot of known fragrances. This is gonna be Dolce & Gabbana The One EDT. I picked this up for a reason. This is the first of them all. They have a lot of flankers now. EDP, Exclusive Night, Mysterious Night, Intense EDP, The One Gentleman, Sport. There are a few more, I think. I mean, Baroque Edition, what, this and that. But this fragrance is, in terms of smell, I got this first time in 2015. Okay, so when I smelled it, I saw a lot of hype about it. So I was like, what is this hype? You know, I blind bought this and I had a small bottle. Still have it somewhere there, but I did not like it at first. You know, I'm like, nah, this is like getting sour on my skin. It's not really like, I didn't get this perfume at first. But while using it over the years, I realized how beautiful this perfume is. It's similar genre with Pure Havana and stuff like that, but this perfume is just that grapefruit, the ginger, the amber. I think there are like few other notes, tobacco, tropical fruit punch, you know. So maybe I'm missing some notes, but this fragrance has a lot of those notes. You just have to wear it in the right occasion, you know. If you wear it in a wrong occasion, a wrong time, and this is like a special fragrance. It's not a casual everyday fragrance for me. So the EDT works really well with me. This is the most favorite of mine. I think this is a perfect dating scenario fragrance. Very lovely perfume. Okay, I just love it all the time. Dolce & Gabbana The One EDT. Okay, so 5 goes down and 5 more left. Obviously, this is the most obvious one. You'll be like, yeah, this is Joy. This is La Nuit. I thought of putting Tom Ford Noir Extreme instead of this because Noir Extreme feels a little bit more sensual, a bit darker, more creamier, upper class. But I went with this because this fragrance, it has something about it. This fragrance never gets me bored. Okay, this is the 2018 formulation, but something about La Nuit is just I think it's the cardamom that makes it feel like it's just a perfect blend. You know, it's like if you can think of improving a DNA, I don't think you can improve upon this DNA. This is perfection. Okay, so that's the reason I think this is so special to me. I mean, every time I wear it, it makes me happy. It makes me, it reminds me why I love this perfume so much over the years. Okay, so this is a must-have in anybody's collection if you're a collector. La Nuit by YSL, one of the most romantic fragrances. Next one, obvious one, Dior Homme Intense 2014 bottle. What can I say more about Dior Homme Intense? Dior Homme Intense is Dior Homme Intense, you know. But I understand many people do not understand or like this DNA or this irisy kind of like lipsticky, powdery, chocolatey kind of a combo. It's okay. You don't have to love what everybody else loves, but if you get time, if you get free time, when you are not biased by anybody's decision, give it time, wear it and see if it works. It speaks to you. This fragrance spoke to me so many times, several times, and I could have a conversation with this perfume. Okay, so Dior Homme Intense, I made many videos. One of them were why Dior Homme Intense is a bay, must bay. So yeah, this has to make my one of the most romantic fragrances, Dior Homme Intense by Dior. Next one is a fragrance nobody would put in their list, I'm pretty sure, but I look at my collection and I thought this fragrance, when I smelled it for the first time, it was so unique. First thing was uniqueness. Second thing is how this fragrance like grew better and better over time. You know, I heard Mark talk about it like this is one of those fragrances that get better and better as long as they last on your skin. So this is Versace The Dreamer. My bottle is almost down, about 10 ml left. This is inexpensive, still can be found at very good prices, like 30 something dollars for 100 ml. Excellent bottle design. Look at that. So this fragrance, when you look at it for the first time, I think you will not think much of it. It looks like a transparent bottle. Like I'll just show you, you know, people's psychology. Like when you see this kind of bottles, I think most of the people will tell like these are gonna be like, oh, okay, and I'm not interested. I want to see a colorful bottle. But when I smelled it, you know, there's something about wet tobacco, sort of a lavender sort of feel, and it's just the most unique thing I sniffed. You know, there's nothing that smells like this, you know. So when I wear it, it gives the feel of, again, what Lama gives me, Reflection Man gives me, but in a different way. So there's excellent longevity on this still, the new versions and everything, but I think this is a perfect dating scenario since it's very romantic for me. So it's a man who can pull it off. You really have to be that knows, you know, like really have to understand the complexity of it, then you can pull it off. Not everybody's cup of tea, but I think Versace Dreamer is one of the most romantic fragrances ever in my collection. Next one is a new addition in my collection, and you'll see the sound the juice is missing because I gifted some to my friend and I decanted some. I did not use so much of it. I use it with like only time I really want to feel this perfume. Okay, this fragrance is Lipstick On by Replica, Maison Margiela. This perfume, why am I putting it here, is just because maybe I'm biased towards it. Perhaps Dior Intense, Lounge, Noir, I love those DNA, Givenchy, Gentleman, Valentino more intense, but somehow this has the sweetness and that fave delicious sort of feel, the tonka, kind of like a cherry, that iris combo, and the fragrance I'm wearing in my hand. Whenever I wear it, I just fall in love with myself. It's just a narcissistic thing to say, but this is one of the most beautiful fragrances I ever came across, and the price point of this is so justified. I wish they made 200 ml of it, I would actually buy it. So Lipstick On is my second last pick. Check them out actually, I mean, like, don't blind buy them, but check them out, you might like them too. The very last one is the reason why I sang. I think it was one of the first time I was like, I cannot sing that well, but I sang for this perfume, I think, and this fragrance is so romantic. It's like, this is what romantic smells like. This is Midnight in Paris for me by Van Cleef and Arpels, and this is like one of the most stunning bottles. I wear it only during winter. It has a mild leather and big powdery kind of a tonka scent, and the fragrance, when I smell it, many people wouldn't get what's the hype about this perfume. It smells simplistic, Bulgari black, and this smells kind of similar, but don't judge it like because of the hype, and do not judge because it's discontinued. The only reason why I love this perfume is that when I wear it, it's relaxing, it's classy, it stays just the right, like, what's the word I'm looking for? It's like just the right amount, or just the right blend, to sit on your skin, and it just entertains you, So not for the gimmicky price or discontinuation. The fragrance on its own, the bottle and this perfume, these two things make this perfume very unique. So Midnight in Paris is my last pick. So which are some of your favorite fragrances in your collection? These are all from my collection. I have a lot of samples. I could have shown you Baccarat Rouge, many other samples which I have, but I showed you just the full bottles. What are some of your most favorite fragrances, and which one you treasure most, or what's your signature scent? Maybe share with others, and please do join my group Fragcom Bangladesh. I'll always leave the link below. So we do discussion there mostly, and we're very active there. Take care guys, have a very nice day. Thanks for watching. This list was something I wanted to do. I never done this before, but hopefully you like the picks. Have a nice day. Bye bye.